We All Juggle Knives here with the latest models of the Aranyik E-Nep and E-Toh, right? Jungle survival tools, but I know most of you are not in a jungle, but these can still be of great use in the woodlands of North America as well as in Europe. The E-Nep with a curve reminiscent of a Nepali kukuri, but with a tip that's more in line with the handle. And the E-Toh, kind of a cleaver-like design. Now I have sharpened these a bit out of the box. How sharp did you make them? Well, let's see. At this time, let's roll in a little footage of these going through some branches. Not any kind of exhaustive or scientific test. I just want you to see these doing something, then we'll come back and discuss these designs. Okay, before I chop these scrap branches, I just want to say this particular batch of wood I have, it is dry and weathered as all hell. I don't know if you can just tell by visual inspection, but this stuff, I mean, it's like chopping into stone. But yeah, this stuff is like hitting stone. Okay, so please factor that in when you see the chopping. All right, let's roll. I felt that the E-Toh did a little better at the chopping, but that's mainly because just the completely straight edge. It's just easier to chop when you're locked into a position like that, like you're chopping on a chopping block, keeping it in the camera frame. But you know, in comparing these, like which one should you get? There are benefits to both blade shapes. Obviously the E-Nep has most of the benefits that a kukuri has, right? Whereas the straight edge E-Toh, it's going to be easier to sharpen and maintain the edge, and it has all the benefits that any type of cleaver or completely straight edge would give you. You know, one thing about these newer designs, they've made the handle longer. All right, that serves as a good counterbalance when you choke up on the handle, and when you choke down on the handle, it allows you more power. And a quick comparison between the newer design and the older design, you see the older design has a noticeably shorter handle. The longer handle gives you a counterbalance. Okay, so it feels great in the hand. I mean, and you can choke down and get a real powerful chop like that. So yeah, that redesign, it's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, this is a big impressive blade. Now that's actually bark from the branches I was chopping. That's not rust, that's bark. But look at this. I mean, got some power. You got some power in your hands with this. I mean, this is a big impressive blade. Yeah, now the handle scales are a little rough, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's a working tool. It's not a collectible, but I mean, it serves its purpose very well. These come without sheaths. They used to come with just a bare bones minimalist sheath, but you know, they decided to just keep the price down and let you get your own sheath, because everybody was just making their own sheaths or getting their own sheaths anyway. So, you know, for this price, I can understand that. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of steel. Can be used as a hatchet replacement. Obviously not as heavy as a hatchet, so the laws of physics, it's not going to be completely hit as hard as a hatchet, but it has other benefits. I mean, look at the edge length. You can slice. You can do fine work with that inner curve there. Now this thing will do everything from you can chop up a duck and roast it, right? To they use the flat part to actually shape the sides of the mud banks there in Thailand. And of course, anti-zombie potential is unlimited. You know, this is a delimber right there, and this slice, chop, and thrust. Final thoughts on these? I mean, what's not to like? Time-tested designs in rough environments, a good steel for this purpose, a convexed edge, true full tang, and reasonable price. All right, so I am very keen on these machetes. I have been for a long time. If you want a super heavy-duty tool for the woods, for the jungle, that's a little bit of a hatchet replacement, some slicing, some cleaving, I highly recommend these. This has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.